And now, CBS 4 Sports with Clay Williams.
Hello, Rio Grande Valley High School football fans. CBS 4 Sports Director Clay Williams here with my picks for the final week of the regular season of Valley High School football. Hard to believe, but here it is, week 11. Before we get to the picks, let's tell you how we did in week 10. Out of 29 games, 22 correct. 22-7 in my picks last week. Not bad. Better than not bad, better than average, but still looking to get up to that 80% level. Right now for the season, we are 197 correct against 61 wrong. That's a 76% winning percentage. Let's see if we can get that up to 78 this week with our picks for the final week of the regular season. Let's start on Thursday, where we've got 4 games to tell you about. Starting in La Jolla, where McAllen takes on Palmview. I've got the Bulldogs coming up with a big win there and getting into the playoffs. Mission Veterans is at home against Edinburgh Vela. This one is for the 31 5A District Championship. I've got Edinburgh Vela coming away with a win there. PSJA North is at Edinburgh. Not much to play for here. PSJA North already in the playoffs. Edinburgh out, but I believe the Raiders will keep the winning ways going. PSJA Southwest is at Brownsville Pace. It says here that Pace will win their second in a row with a big win at home over the Javelinas. All right, those are Thursday's games. Let's get to the final Friday of the regular season, starting in Starr County, where Far Valley View travels to Gladiator Arena to take on Roma, and I've got the Gladiators winning that one, getting a big win on their way into the playoffs for the second straight year. The huge one is the Battle of La Jolla. It is La Jolla Juarez Lincoln taking on the Coyotes. La Jolla is the home team. Winner of this one not only takes the La Jolla City Championship, but also gets a playoff spot. Juarez Lincoln has been red hot the last 2 weeks with wins. I've got the Huskies continuing their winning ways. McAllen Memorial finishes up the season at Mission. Mission needs a win to get in, but I believe the Mustangs will keep the winning ways going there with a victory. Rio Grande City at Sherryland Thompson Stadium in Mission. I've got the Rattlers of Sherryland winning the Rattler Bowl there. Edinburgh North Economides, a huge game here because the winner makes it into the playoffs. The loser stays home. Economides has been the more consistent team all year. I've got the Jaguars winning at Cat Stadium. Donna North is at PSJA. Both of these teams with a win on the season, looking for their next one. Donna North Chiefs, I believe, will get the win on the road at PSJA Stadium. Ed Couch Elsa at Donna. A couple of weeks ago, we thought this one might be for the district title. Not anymore. Now Donna will get the win at home at La Prade Stadium in a game that doesn't mean a whole lot for either one of these teams. Tanaco Bowl 4, Weslaco East at Weslaco. Both of these teams undefeated in district, so it is for the city championship and the district championship. Weslaco has been strong all year, and I believe their defense just a little bit better than the Wildcats. I've got the Panthers winning this huge rivalry game. Rio Hondo will travel to Progreso to take on the Red Ants. Rio Hondo and the Bobcats get a win on their way into the playoffs. Brownsville Porter and Mercedes, both of these two teams already in the playoffs. They can't change their seeding in any way, shape, or form. I've got Mercedes winning at home at the new Tiger Stadium. La Villa at Santa Maria, a huge game for the Cardinals as they come south onto the Military Highway. La Villa needs a win to get into the playoffs. It says here the Cardinals, in their first year under Sean Alvarez, will make it to the postseason. Harlingen South, Bird Bowl 23. Harlingen South needs a win and a Brownsville Veterans loss in order to make the postseason, but I believe the Cardinals will keep the rivalry on their side of the ledger, and the Cards will get a win at Bogus Stadium. Port Isabel at Raymondville. Both of these teams in the playoffs. Now it's just a matter of seeding between the two, whether they're the 3rd or 4th seed out of 16 4A Division I. I've got Raymondville winning at home, a big one for the Bearcats. Hanna is at Los Fresnos, and Brownsville Hanna looking for a win there, but Los Fresnos is on their way into the playoffs. They want to keep the tune-ups going. I've got the Falcons winning at home there. San Antonio Antonian against Brownsville St. Joseph. A couple of weeks ago, we thought St. Joe might be able to take the title in their district for the first time in 35 years, but right now Antonian could get ahead of St. Joseph with a win there, but I believe the Bloodhounds will win at home at Canales Field. And Brownsville Veterans will take on Brownsville Lopez in an all-Brownsville matchup at Sam Stadium. Veterans gets into the playoffs with a win. The Chargers have the motivation. They will get the win over the Lobos. Several out-of-town games to tell you about. La Gruya on the road at Zapata, just up the road in Expressway 83. I've got the Gruya Gators coming away with a win over the Hawks there. Hidalgo travels to Kingsville to take on the King Brahmas. Brahmas just too strong. They will not Hidalgo out of the playoff berth. Lyford travels to Bishop. Lyford coming off their first district loss this past week at Ed Couch-Elsa against Aransas Pass, but Lyford gets back on the winning streak and keeps Bishop winless in their district. I've got the Bulldogs winning that one up in the Coastal Bend area. Monte Alto going all the way up to Cotulla. Wow, that is a tough match and a tough road place to play. I've got Monte Alto falling to Cotulla in a battle of two 0-3 teams in their district. Santa Rosa travels up north to Aransas Pass. The Panthers, pretty tough. They proved that when they traveled down here last week. I've got the Panthers giving the loss to Santa Rosa. Those are all your Friday games. Only one Saturday game to tell you about as San Benito takes on Brownsville Rivera. That game at Sam Stadium, and I've got the Greyhounds winning that one as well. Those are your picks for Week 11, the final week of the Valley High School football regular season. Hope you enjoy it, and we'll see you right back here next week.